Oh, I didn't realize how much time had passed. Alright, I'm about to get back to it once I get out of this auto battle. So Loitering invasion. I want a little bit of that. Alright, let's see. Let's pull this guy out of auto battle. Pull this guy around. That'll work. That craft real quick. Character favorites. Got titles running, don't I? Title for 10 minutes. What's my next highest title? That goose, I guess. Whoops. Streaming for 1 minute 30 seconds so far.
You earn 2 voids every 1 minute here. Check your voids by typing voids and visit to see what you can do with them.
Yep. Only on Twitch. Ass items in the auction. Somebody selling shit for 150 bill as far as clothes and decos and mounts for 240 bills. Just ridiculous. Somebody needs to chill on the prices there. It's already 15 minutes in, or 4.5 minutes in, excuse me. Next teleport will be to the servants, which will be at like the 13-minute mark. Just have extra time so that I can prepare for the servant spawn, if it does spawn. Usually it tends not to. We'll see. Let me check if I'm streaming to all things. I don't think I am. I should probably check. Probably not. Doesn't feel like I am. Yeah, whatever. It's no big deal. I'll worry about it later.
You're live, bro.
What's that? Yeah, I'm live. No, I was talking about... Yeah, I'm live on Twitch, but I was talking about like Beam and YouTube. Pretty sure I'm live on YouTube. I'm not sure about Beam. I don't know, the interface for Beam is kind of confusing for me. I'd have to actually check the actual channel to see if it's live or not. Oh, I should probably teleport over there right now. I just realized what time it was. Next chance I get. Come on, 1208, 1207, 1206. Faster, 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 come on. Slow. 1158, 1157, 1156, 1154, 1153. Okay, cool. So I should be fine. Probably at 11 it'll spawn. We'll see. Alright, it's not gonna spawn. Screenshot that. try that screenshot again. There we go. Save that. I'll get those gold sellers banned. Fuck yeah. Burn them all. Alright, at least one spawned. Jesus Christ, so many mobs. Come on, hurry the fuck up. Fucking loot. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, teleport, teleport, teleport. Ah, no gate. 9. Whatever.
Are those rings strong?
Yeah, they're pretty good. The powerful rings, not so much. The Reiter and evil rings are the ones that people usually want. The powerful rings are just for like boss fights.
Are you busy?
I was planning on getting off this game soon.
I was just wondering if you could recommend me a formation for Amazon Bowmain.
Amazon Bowmain. You mean for Celestial Hunter? I'm not very fond or aware. What's the word? Acquainted with Celestial Hunters and how their build works.
Yes. XD.
So, you for sure want, with your Celestial main, you want Loiting's Aura as your passive. So the instead of getting a Loiting or whatever he's called, you just put his aura, his passive on your main character. And then as far as mercs, you want a good front row, so probably Arthur. I don't know what's your what's it called? What can you afford? What type of mercs can you afford? Like what prices?
I'm new to the game, put it this way, so I have 50B. I think that's low budget.
Yeah, that's pretty low budget. Okay, so yeah, what's your budget? That's what I was trying to say. Alright, so if you have a 50 build budget, let's see. You're going to want to max out Loiting's Aura, and that's pretty cheap. So I'm going to go to market real quick. Let's get you a shopping list, I guess. Alright, so you're going to want to max out this. It's pretty cheap. Look at that, you get 20 of those. Are you on Atlantica NA?
I don't mind you telling me the endgame build, so I know what I should hope for in the future.
Right. Are you in game on which server are you? These books are 40 mil each. They used to not be that much. I guess more people are getting into it, or less supply is being developed.
I don't want gifts.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna give gifts. I was gonna grab them before they got sold. Like this one. Grab that before they get sold. They didn't make me 3 books, did they? That's gonna suck. All right, so yeah, you definitely want that skill book, and then you also want, let's see, I don't think Warlord, Kun Fan, Kun. What level are you? You should be able to get this mercenary. Oh yeah, well not that. Not for that price. You can get the Kun Fan Warlord mercenary for free from the mercenary selection thing that it gives you whenever you get the choice to have three free mercs at, I think it starts at level 100.
140-ish.
You're level 140-ish. Okay. What mercs do you already have? So I know what you're looking like right now. What's your form like? You don't have to tell me the exact form and how it stands. Just what marks do you have in the form?
I'm a returning player.
Returning player? Okay. Which server are you on?
Server Macedon.
Macedon. You're on Macedon. That's cool. Okay. All right. Let's see. So yeah. Okay. Let's look at mercenaries. Let's look at sealed orbs. What mercenaries do you already have? I need to know that first before I start recommending things, because you might already have something, or I might be able to just acclimate you to a more proper form rather than just recreating your entire form. Because forms aren't incorrect. Well, I mean, you know, there isn't a perfect form, but there is recommended certain combos, I guess. Like some mercs just what's the word? They go well together.
I have Druid, Valkyrie, Spartan, Taoist, Vampire, Grimm Brothers, Odysseus Roro Kidgel. Rip grammar though.
You actually spelled that, well, except for the Druid and the Valkyrie, but you actually spelled all that right.
And Celestial Hunter main.
And Celestial Hunter. Okay. Yeah, you already said that. Okay. So Grimm's pretty good. Odie's pretty good. Roro's mostly, what do? You do PvP or PvE, or do you do both? Because that's kind of important too. And the Taoist is perfect to keep. Him. Don't worry about changing out the Taoist for anything. He's a good merc. You got a Spartan. Huh. Interesting.
I was wondering for endgame, what should I change into what?
In-game, okay. Okay, because you already got like a mid build right now. Okay, so you're gonna want to get rid of the vampire eventually. I mean she's fine in PvP, and I guess yeah, but PvE she's kind of useless. Well, in the higher levels. I mean, I guess she can be useful in the Merlin fight, but that's if you can keep her alive. Although Celestial Hunters don't really do well in a Merlin fight. They do alright, I guess.
I am not sure what to do. Just returned, so I'm not sure what is most important, since I heard you say PvP is dead. So I guess I'd go for PvE.
Okay. I did say PvP was dead. I did say that. Let me correct myself. Yes, it is dead, but maybe Valove will correct some of the they'll revamp some of the things, because there's a lot of issues with it. It has a lot of bugs and stuff and things that aren't balanced and whatnot, and players that exploit those bugs and go to grand championships and whatnot with those bugs.
Been watching you for a while, haha.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So it's not exactly totally broken. I mean, you can play PvP and you can do well in it, but in my opinion, it's not what it should be. The only PvP I actually enjoy are three types: KJs, Chronos, and Spell Tower. The rest of them are not really enjoyable. Kind of boring in my opinion. Arena of Atlantis is sort of okay. I don't know why this guy keeps on asking me. This is the third time today this guy's asked me to join the guild, and he still won't tell me, like, whatever. I'm going off tangent. All right. So it seems like you may be interested in both PvP and PvE. So let's see. Roro is really good for PvP, like extremely good. You need her if you're going to PvP. Grimm's also useful, in both sides. The Valkyrie is also useful in both sides. Druid, yeah, too.
Also, PvP is unbalanced. I'd get destroyed since I'm like 2.5-3M might.
Yeah. You'd get destroyed by somebody that has an Arthur with ridiculous skills and stuff like that. And probably get destroyed if, depending on what mercs they had. Most people that go into Free League are shit PvPers anyways, because they just go into Free League for the dailies.
I can only win in Colosseum, haha.
Colosseum, yeah. Alrighty, so you've got a good PvP form at least. At least a decent one. You got a healer.
You earn 2 voids every 1 minute here. Check your voids by typing voids and visit to see what you can do with them.
So you've got a hate it when she I'm referring to the bot as a she. I hate it when that bot fucking interrupts me. So let's see. Yeah, you got good PvP mercs. Odysseus, sort of okay, I guess. I mean, the weapon rin's nice for reducing enemies' accuracy. So PvE, we need to focus on PvE. That's the issue here. So the Taoist is really nice. For both sides. He's really good for AP. So the Valkyrie and the Taoist may be a little bit overkill as far as AP. Excuse me. I would recommend switching the Valkyrie to a Guan Yu. If not the Valkyrie, switch the Spartan to a Guan Yu. Maybe that makes more sense. Yeah, maybe the Spartan to a Guan Yu. And Guan, let me see what Guan Yu is right now. This is not exactly in alphabetical order, is it? I don't think so. And it's probably under generals. Nope, no. Guan Yu's expedition notice. Oof, 10 bill. All right. Okay. I keep on getting stuck off in tangent, and people are messaging me on the game. All right. So I'm trying to go back. Let's see. Druid.
LOL, that guy.
Yeah. Druid. Druid's pretty good. His beast soul is nice. His PvP, his tree roots or whatever the heck they're called are pretty nice. Definitely useful, because in PvP what you'll do is you'll get the druid on the front row with the root.
Main or alt? Yes, Monanin 2K17.
And then with the Taoist you'll get the middle row with his seal. So that's pretty good. PvE. So yeah, Guan Yu seems to be what you're missing. You're also missing a little bit of range. You could use some range. You got like way too many like casters and I don't know. Just yeah. Odysseus. I don't know. Are you going for like a split spear and swords kind of form melee? Looks like. You got 2 spears, 2 swords, which is good. I mean, that's not bad. Odin and Valkyr are a pretty good combination. Really good tanks. Spartan and Taoist are sort of a good combination. I would choose a Guan Yu and Taoist though. Those are better choices. Although the Spartan does have Warcry, which is pretty OP now. But Guan Yu is supposed to be better, so. And then the Druid. The Druid is kind of random, but he's good for PvP, so. The Druid is kind of a one hit wonder. Yeah. Maybe two skill wonder. I don't know. He has like 2 purposes and that's it. So sealing and buffing, and that's about it. And his damage is not really that much. So what he would do pretty much is he would buff your main, your Celestial Hunter main, whenever you want to like kill bosses and whatnot. And the Taoist would give you AP. The Valkyrie could give you AP as well. In game. Huh. So eventually, yeah, you'd replace the Spartan for the Guan Yu. The Druid you'd probably replace for perhaps a Tarkin? I don't know. Grim I think Grim's good where he's at. I don't know. I've never really been a fan of Grim. I like Gigas more, but I don't know. Cannons are hard to mix into, in my opinion, they are hard to mix into forms without cannons. So like a cannon main, the perfect merc to have with a cannon main is like a Gigas or something like that. But whenever you have like, I don't know. Then again, too many cannons is also a problem because they can't hit flyers and they're not melee, so they're both kind of frail and sort of useless against flyers. Then again, some of the cannons have AoEs. If I remember correctly, it should be Grim that has AoEs. An AoE, or is it Gigas? I can't remember. Class. Let's check them out. Bombardier. So if you're gonna want to stick around with a cannon, at least just one of the cannons, let's see which one's the best one. I always get confused with which one is better all around. So okay, so Gigas has a healing pulse, which heals all allies. He also has an AoE, which hits all enemies, and then he has a buff, which buffs all cannons. So he's good for a cannon main for sure. If you have a cannon main. Let's see, the Sylvie, she debuffs, or well yeah, these certain types of debuffs: multi-hit accuracy, decreased action power versus ranged mercs and mobs. And then she has a buff for accuracy and an evasion. Dominion tactics. Is Demian Tactics a passive or an active? Because that really would make a difference. So this is kind of like a prophet, sort of, with Sylvie. Although she's not really, I mean, yeah, she also can't hit flying. She can be useful in PvP as well, because mercs can't usually hit her. Decreased action power, so Sylvie kind of has 2 skills that are good. This one's eh. And then Grim got the, disable enemies. Well, you pretty much want to do this at the end of every turn. Or not every turn, but any turn that you can. Don't do it in the beginning of the turn, and then hit the enemy, and then pretty much it just dispels. It only works at the end of the turn, because it's meant to seal them. But once you hit them, it deactivates that seal. Attacks the enemy with a sound wave. The caster uses a normal attack on an affected enemy. The sound wave at most. I don't remember what this one is specifically. It's probably just a two column attack. It might be a passive, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. No, it's not a passive, because, yeah, never mind. Yeah, it has to be an active. Or else if it was a passive, then it would be a cross. Mother Hulda, Hilda. Heals allies and removes their debuffs. Okay, so yeah, you can... I think this is single target, though. I think that's single target skill. And then there's this guy.
It applies a debuff, and when you hit those with the Grim, it does a lot more damage.
Applies a debuff, and when you hit those with the Grim, it does a lot more damage. Gotcha. Okay. So that's what it does. Okay, yeah. Uses a normal attack on effective. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, so just more damage. Gotcha. So you have to use 2 turns to be able to make that effective. Yeah.
Mother Hulda is row, not only single target, and it heals for a huge amount. It helps me a lot in PvE.
Does it now? Okay. It only looks like a single target, but it does say
Don't know
heal.
why it shows like a single target there.
Yeah, that might have been just a problem or an issue on the devs, the way they did it. Not really a bug, but a fuck up on their end. So yeah, a row, huh? Okay, cool. Well, Grim and Gigas are kind of similar, I guess, because they do have a heal. They do have a... well, Grim has a... Gigas has an AoE, so I guess that's where the difference is. That's strange. It showed as an AoE earlier. Quest class. That was really strange. It showed as an AoE just now.
Hey bro, I play on EU. How can I make good money? I need to craft 155 EQ for my mercs, but I can only afford about 4 parts a day.
4 parts a day. Ugh. Oh, I don't recommend crafting, to be honest. I sell all my materials.
You need to select gigas. Upgraded version, haha.
Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Huh. So it's only a row if it's not the upgraded version? What the hell? That's interesting. That's kind of weird. Ah, I see. Okay, so now it has the full row. So it's only single target if you have it, if you don't have his upgrade, it seems. I might be incorrect on that, but that's what it looks like. That's what it's telling me right here. And then it turns into a row. That's really strange. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so yeah, Grim's good. Honestly, it's not worth changing him out for any other cannon, so if you want to keep a cannon, just go with Grim. Keep him from what he is. He'll be fine. He's got a good heal.
Even with selling my mets, I have about 1,5 B a day.
1.5 bill. You're from EU, so how much is Starstone's worth in EU? Because there's a lot of things that are different in North America than the Europe version, as far as like prices and whatnot. I don't know. On your side, I don't know what is profitable and what's not, because it changes. It's not always the same. I I guess you typed in her too soon. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
55 mil.
55 mil. Really? 1 Starstone is 55 mil. That is kind of impressive. Because ours are about like 30-ish mil. What did the keys... How much do the keys cost for the Starstone indies and stuff? Because you should be running those, like running those like seriously, just grinding the hell out of those. and then just sell them the Starstones. If you don't know how to get the Hydra's Claw, there's a very easy way to do it. Well, I say easy, but then again, it would take a while. But yeah, if you can buy the keys in the market, if they're fairly cheap, it's worth it to do those Starstones. Starstone indies. Alright. Okay, so back to Razv. Let's see. Let me look back at your mercs. Okay, so your Valkyrie's good. You can keep your Valkyrie. She's good.
Sorry, what keys?
No,
I'm
you're
German.
good. No, you're good.
Haha.
You're good. You're good. I understand. It's the keyboard QWERTY is yeah, different keyboards. It's all good. So okay, so Razv, you have a let's see, Valkyrie. Okay, the Valkyrie you'll eventually like want to replace for probably I don't know, because I'm not exactly sure whether or not either you'll replace the Valkyrie or Odysseus eventually. And it probably will be Odysseus for Dark Arthur, because Dark Arthur's definitely one of the endgame mercs that you want. And another merc that you definitely want is Warlord. Like, Warlord is ridiculous as far as power. Like, okay, so let me copy the mercs that you put down, and let me just plain and simple show a list. So, let's see. Boom. Druid. Valkyrie, Spartan, Taoist, Vampire, Grim Brothers. Just shorten that real quick. Grim.
What's the name of Starstone IND?
I'll show you in just a minute. Oxy, yeah, okay. I'll show you in just a minute. Once I get this. Okay, so Druid, you'll probably. Let me get back to that. Valkyrie or Odie. You'll change out for Arthur. Endgame. This is endgame. Taoist. Keep. Vamp. What do you trade out the Vamp for? What's a good range merc? Because I don't really like the Vamp. In my own opinion, I don't like the Vamp. Some people like her. She is good, but she's got limitations that I don't like. I'll get back to her. Grim. Keep. Grim's good. Roro. PvP. Keep. You can always set Roro aside on the just disable whenever you don't PvP.
She is pretty weak. I don't like her either, haha. Patriot?
Patriot's really expensive though. Like let me look at a Patriot summon. There we go, Patriot's pistol. It's not even on. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, 190 mil. I mean, to get the Patriot right now is just ridiculous. Okay, so if you can get a Patriot from an event, so let's see, Carmilla / Vampire. If you can, go for Christine, Patriot, by Xian. One of those. Try to get one of those. Right now, I think the only one that's sort of attainable is gonna be probably Christine, because she might be the cheapest. Maybe. And then Patriot, and then by Xian's probably the most expensive, and probably impossible to find at the moment. But we're talking in-game, so we're talking as if you had billions upon billions of gold, and you're racked up, and you're ready to go and get some badass mercs. Oh yeah, Spartan. You will definitely want to change that out for Guan Yu.
Is the 150 EQ worth crafting? Not Dark Pegasus, the one that has 165 stats.
You mean the Reid? Basic answer, no. No, so you craft the Loitering necklaces if you can, because they sell for a shit ton, and you can make some good profit off of them. Otherwise, all the mats, all the materials that you get from the invasions, just sell them. Let some other rich person or some crazy person that really likes RNG try to make a plus out of that, because otherwise you're gonna make like a +0 and you're gonna be like sad and depressed, and then trying to sell your +0 for like 2 weeks. So no, just sell the mats. You'll be happy because the materials sell within like, if not a day, of like 3 days. So they sell pretty fast. Like do I still have any? Okay, I do have these materials in there. So these will probably be sold by like tomorrow morning because they're right there. And somebody just like bought up a shit ton, and then it got stopped right here. So I'm estimating that it'll get bought up again eventually. So yeah, I'll get mats right there, but I just put those mats like maybe an hour ago in there. Okay, Crimson Blade, my one pirate book sold. All right, so let's see. I'm thinking about mercs again.
Is Guan Yu an endgame merc though?
Oh, in-game merc is such a loose term. Yes, because he's been upgraded, so he's really nice. Like his stats, or not his stats, but his skills are scaled to what they should be. To what yeah. The scaled mercs right now. Let me give you a list. Merc list. Warlord, Guan Yu, Jessica, Grim, Pirate. What else? What else? There's a few more. Elementalist. If you want a magic user or a staff user, Elementalist is like one of the #1 mercs as far as staffs. As far as damage for staffs. Magic damage, excuse me. What's another one? Gigas? Gigas is another one that I got upgraded. And there might be more, but that's the scaled list that I can think of off the top of my head. Arthur's another one. Arthur, Spartan, skill, war cry. And I think I'm not sure exactly how they upgraded or they scaled Spartan, but his skill Warcry now does more damage than it originally did. So yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. There might have been some other skills that were scaled. I think they said like the witch's skill got scaled back then, or was it the? I don't think the sorceress ever got her skill scaled. Skills scaled. Yeah, I think that might be it. There might be a few things I'm missing, like main skills. A few of the main skills got scaled, but that was like a year ago, or a year and a half ago, a while ago. But yeah, like
yes.
Witch. Okay, yeah. That was it. Yeah, but you don't really want a witch. Witch is shit. I mean, yeah, her skills were scaled, but eh. I haven't seen anybody rocking a witch in like forever. I used to use her for a whole bunch of TBS, but haven't seen a witch in forever. So Oh. Okay, back to what was it? Who was asking about? Oh yeah, Starstone Indies. Sorry, who was it that asked about it? Ozkey and or Oxy and Blue Nature. All right, Oxy and Blue Nature. So let me show you the keys real quick. All right, so the Starstone Indies. Let's see. So for higher levels, 160 and 155, you get all the Starstones from these. Well, all the first and second level Starstones, and then you also get Starstones from here, the Sea King scale that I have. So Forbidden Abyss is what the indie is called, and then the Sea King's scale is the item. And then there's Arachne's Web. This is so these are Dex Stones, Dexterity Star Stones. These are Intelligence Star Stones. This is the 101, 150, and the other 150. So this is the what's it called? The Tower of Darkness. Yeah, the Tower of Darkness. So the Tower of Darkness Hall, the Tower of Darkness Library, and the Velvet Room. And you get Vitality Starstones from these three, but these are usually expensive. This room is probably the one that's usually going to be okay to run, because just watch out for the mobs, because they do the Spartan's War Cry, and it hurts a lot. And then there's Hydra's Claw, which is, well, that's the key, but the Larina's Labyrinth, level 105.
What are Starstones?
Wait, what are Starstones? Okay, let me show you. So these guys, Starstones, they're sockets for gear, for Atlantica gear. Got sockets in each of most of my gear. And then here's the table of Starstones. So you got all the way up to tier 5 Starstones. And you got Dexterity Starstones. You get 2 of each. Strength, and then Vitality, Intelligence, and then Gold. This is for defense, for armor, specifically your chest piece. And then this is for weapons, specifically the main, well, I guess the main weapon, and if you're a duel, your secondary weapon can be buffed as well. But shields, you have to use like Vitality Stones, and orbs, you have to use End Stones. Well, you want to use End Stones. Pretty much you use the Star Stones based on how the gear is built. So, say for instance, let's look at some of my gear. Look at my main, or actually my clown, because I love my clown. Okay, so say for instance these Twilight boots. I've got right now a Blue Scorpion in it. My clown is not a range merc, but she has dexterity in her boots because all you get from boots is dexterity. So, and then let's see, Twilight Gauntlets. The best for her is Vitality because I have a Vitality.
I think I misunderstood you before. We definitely don't have these in EU.
That's what sucks. Okay, I did not know that. Yep, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Okay, well then, let me just like revert from everything I just said. Alright, so if you can't do that, oh, it gets a little harder to make money because there's OT, yes. Do you have, I hope you at least have tough guys. OT 8? Oh, if you have tough guys, OT 8, then you can like get a friend or something and then run that together and try to roll for, it's 100 mil each day, and just try to roll for a Jupiter gear. And Jupiter gear on our servers is like 1 bill or more each. Like I haven't really looked at Jupiter gear in the past day or so. Could have jumped up or jumped down for all I know. Yeah, it jumped up. Okay, well it probably depends on the weapon. Yeah, most of them are like 2, 3, 1, something.
Yes, I run E1, E7, E8, E10.
E. Huh, okay. Okay, so, yeah, we, usually I run, every once in a while. When I want EXP, I go here, OT5, OT10, and this place kind of gives a little bit of experience. But this is more or less for drops. Also for drops, but this is really hard. Also for drops, really hard. Yeah, you avoid that. Just avoid that. That's a gold sink. This is a gold sink. Technically, this is also a gold sink, but if you do it on the hot days, you get double the boxes, and you also get EXP books. So it can be beneficial if you don't mind sinking some gold in for it. But I would recommend avoiding any gold sinks. So
I'm currently level 165 with about 3.2 mil might as a dual sword. It's just hard for me to keep up with the equip as a free-to-play.
Gotcha. Okay. So if you're working on trying to get gear, not experience so much, so then avoid this place and avoid this place for sure, because you're just going to be sinking your gold into RNG. And if you're really fast and you can actually manage to get to places or to get into the OT on the first hour of the day or whatever, like whenever reset is done, and you want to like try to get into here, of course you have to wait until reset +1. But yeah, this is also kind of nice every once in a while. But yeah, the OTs can help, or they can also do harm, because a lot of the shit's based on RNG, and it costs you gold to go into a lot of the rooms, and they're not always worth it. OT10 can be, I guess, sort of good, because you pay 200 mil, but you get like...
You earn 2 voids every 1 minute here. Check your voids by typing voids and visit to see what you can do with them.
You get boxes from OT10, so you get these, Twilight, Judgment, Dark Pegasus. I think you get Dark Pegasus. I can't remember. I could have sworn I got Dark Pegasus. I could be wrong about that though, but at least these two from OT10. And yeah, it might be these 3, but... And then also from Tough Guys, I think you also get some of the Judgment boxes. I might have remembered getting Twilight boxes, but I'm not exactly certain on that. Other indies that you can run, get a good group together, or a decent group together. Run Grim. There's the Grim key. There's the Grim key. Run Grim a lot, because it gives some good rewards. How much is a Grim key right now? Depends really on how many people run it. 380? Oof, that's expensive. But then again, it probably has to do with how expensive Oris are right now. Because 100 Oris is expensive as fuck. Let me look up Oris. Takes about 100 of these plus some other items to craft these. So yeah, 395. You might as well just get the Grim key at that point. So yeah, if y'all's Grim keys are at least, I don't know, 200 mil, it's usually profitable to run that. You have a chance of getting the Grim Orb.
In EU1 Ori is worth about 1 mil, no problem bro, haha.
Okay, cool. Yeah, alright. So yeah, Grim's pretty good to run if you have it. I hope you have it. I don't know what content y'all have, to be honest. Like I was surprised that Starstones is not in EU. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Or maybe I forgot about it. Whatever. Oh yeah, you can run the corrupted indie too. I guess that you get some of the ruler stuff from there. That's good, I guess. Really depends. The trials can be helpful too, but yeah, you get like small gold from there. So Grim can be really nice depending on if the key's cheap. don't avoid that. Yeah, that's a gold sink. That's another gold sink. Don't ever go to that. These can be really nice. Oh, did you ever get these endies? Because these are technically Starstone endies, but if you didn't get Starstones, you probably didn't get the upgraded Temple of Life, Underground Temple of Life, and then dungeon, the Dark Abyss dungeon. Because if you didn't get these, then there's no point in me recommending these to you, which I'm assuming you probably didn't. And if you have a good guild, try to run guild shit as much as possible. Like, guild dungeons are so valuable. Like, especially if an elementalist is worth like billions, like 20 billion, like our elementalist is worth right now. Yeah, you can make a lot of money out of doing the guild dungeon, the Valley of Oblivion a lot. And avoid that. That's a gold sink. Squad dungeons are also pretty cool. Try to jackpot one of the books, like Beast Soul book.
No, the last dungeon we got is Avalon. After the Avalon patch, nothing came, haha. But we expect a patch in 2 DOS.
2 days, huh? Okay. That'd be surprising if y'all just like got everything all at once. People probably go batshit crazy over there. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all got shit on. Y'all really did just get shit on. Like y'all have like people complain about not having content here, but y'all got screwed. Y'all just got plain and simple screwed. Yeah, that sucks. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, that's all up to the devs. I'm gonna screenshot this guy. Ban that guy later.
Mount prices are stupid.
Oh, I didn't mean to party him. I meant to block him. Mount prices. Our mount prices are pretty stupid as well, so you're not alone in that boat. But then again, I mean, that's just what happens with supply. The lack of supply, excuse me. So yeah, guild dungeons, run nation dungeons as much as possible. Avalon, anytime you get those Avalon boxes, just sell them, because the RNG out of those Avalon boxes is just, it's too unforgiving. It's not good enough for the result that you get. The Diabolic Hall of Battle and the Hidden Chamber, those are also good for, I think it's silver, Atlantis silver coins and gold coins. If y'all's Revolution keys are cheap or cheaper, which I imagine they're probably expensive as hell. Yeah.
In EU we had 3 German servers and 2 French. Nixon lost us so many players, that now French and Germans play together on 2 servers, that aren't even filled.
That sounds terrible. That sucks. It really does. Yep. Alright. Trying to think of any other places. Yeah, so if the Revolution keys are not worth it, just don't bother. But if y'all ever do run Revolution in your guild, try to go to it as much as possible. Like that's a guild dungeon you don't miss. Yeah, the cannonballs that you get from that, the ammunition. The fact that you can turn the ammunition into the Patriot books, yeah. Or you can get a Patriot summon out of doing that guild dungeon enough times.
Do you have any idea what is the purple effect from the dark crystal weapons?
The dark crystal weapons, the purple effect. Purple effect. Okay. Purple effect. Depends really. There are a lot of different purple effects. I haven't actually seen the proc from the Dark Crystal weapons, but I assume that Korea and Japan already have like videos of that stuff. Okay, there are a few purple effects in the game. One is a silence, so it's from the Holy Rings, but I don't think it's going to be a silence from the Dark Crystal weapons. And the other purple proc is it's these right here. It's these cherry blossoms. So the skill is called a Dance of a Million Petals, but I doubt it's going to be that for the. I mean, they could just change the name and it could be the same type of proc for all we know. The same thing with the Holy Rings. I mean, the Holy Rings have a certain type of proc. They have the Sacred Judgment proc, which is a big purple blast or orb that just pops out of nowhere, and yeah, and then it silences the enemy. But they could just make the image the same or the effect the same, and then just change whatever it does as far as debuffs and whatever the effect is. But I haven't seen videos on the Dark Crystal. I know about the stats of them, and I know about which types we'll be getting. But I don't know exactly how the proc works because that wasn't really explained in the guide I was looking at, the guide in the spoiler I was looking into, and I haven't really reviewed specifically what else the Dark Crystal weapons do as far as the proc recently. I could probably look up on YouTube or something about it, but to be honest, we're about to get them in the 19th, and I really don't see a point to look further.
I couldn't find any translation for them, and by purple, I mean purple text, haha. To know how the PROC looks like.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about the proc specifically. It usually when they introduce procs into games into this game, they aren't really that impressive. The Jupiter proc was kind of a letdown. The most of the item, like the home item procs, are kind of just extra little smidgets of damage. The only procs that have been really impressive are the Holy Rings, the Dark Abyssal Instrument, because it silences.
That text doesn't have any numbers, so it won't be some kinda 2% increase blah blah.
Yeah.
So to know what it could be.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I've seen that item tooltip detail. But I'm sure there's some YouTube video somewhere of some Japanese guy or chick, either is fine, just showing what the proc looks like. I just have to look into it more. But we're about to get it in like, tomorrow actually. Yeah, we're gonna get it tomorrow. So, well, the day after tomorrow. I mean, it's already tomorrow for me.
Where do you obtain holy rings again?
Oh, that's you get them from keys. This is an RNG thing, so it's a very low chance, but you get them from Night Palace, excuse me, Night Palace. So from this ND, this low level ND, 125, and you have a chance to loot them from the Night Palace. That's if y'all have holy rings. I don't know if y'all's version got holy rings. I don't know anything about y'all's version. I'm so clueless right now, as far as that is concerned.
I am from NA server.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize who it was I was talking. Hold on, give me a moment. There we go. Now I can actually find the screenshot. My screenshot was lagging. My screenshot program. There we go. Cool. Screenshot the gold seller.
Oh, and what about the New Year accessories?
New Year accessories? We have no idea about those. I have no idea about those. Nobody knows.
Do you know anything about that?
Nope. Nobody knows. But the holy rings, yeah, you get them from Night Palace. Alright, I think I've done enough bullshitting around. I'll probably be getting off this game here pretty soon. There's nothing really much to do. Nothing left. Who was the guy that was asking about stuff on Macedon? Was that you, Razby? What's your endgame character name?
Gotta love Valaf.
Yeah. Do you already have Huaring's aura maxed out? Because I may have just bought it for no reason.
It was me.
Okay. You already have Huaring's aura maxed out or no? Because I was thinking about just handing this to you and you can... You don't? Okay. What level do you have it at?
I have concentration.
Concentrate. Gotcha. Okay.
See.
I would recommend switching to Huaring's aura, unless you don't.
Is Huarang better?
It can be if you want to attack with your main. Concentration's good for if you have a lot of melee mercs, and you do. I think you have like 5 or 6 melee mercs. Was it 5? I think it was 5. Yeah. Might have been 6. Let's see. Druid, Valk, you got 2 swords, 2 spears, 1 druid, and then I think that was it. Yeah, so you have 5. Yeah. So yeah, it can be nice. Concentration can be good for melee because it gives them accuracy. Do you have concentration maxed? I suppose 3, not too bad.
It's level 70. So I think it's maxed? Dunno.
Level 70? Oh, okay, so your concentration's level 70. No, it's not maxed. Maxed is level 80. Okay, well I guess if you choose to keep my concentration, you can keep concentration. It's not a bad skill. I mean, it's a decent skill as far as melee mercs are concerned. If you really like having a whole bunch of melee mercs and powerful melee mercs in your form, and you don't want them to miss. But it kind of takes away from your range main's damage output and his multi-hit. Because Huaring's aura increases your multi-hit and attack power, and I think it increases another stat, maybe crit or something like that. I don't know. Let's look at Huaring real quick. Class. Specifically, let's look at specifically Celestial Hunter. So the Celestial Hunter got the increases long range, mercenaries attack power, and combo rate. It means multi-hit. Passive magic's not increased by charms. So that's it. Just attack power and combo and multi-hit. I feel like it does more than that. It might just not say it. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're good with concentration. Just yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. So then if you're gonna go with concentrating a whole bunch of melee, not so much on your range main, it's a little weird. You're gonna want a warlord for sure. You're gonna want a warlord. Like that's gonna be a necessity for you now, considering that you.
How much did you pay for them books?
For them? Oh, it was nothing. It was like 2 bill. Don't worry about it. I can just sell them back. You're gonna want a warlord. If you're gonna keep concentration, that's like a necessity.
Dual main: Gigas, Rin, Sheriff, Adela, Washington, Deist, ELE, Druid. Anything I should change? No money for artists though, haha.
Dual main, Gigas, Rin, Sheriff, Attila, Taoist. That's a very oddly mixed form, at least from my point of view. If I had any input, I would say the Elementalist is good. Gigas is good. He's been well, now I don't know. Do you know if your version's mercs have been scaled? How much damage does, or how is Gigas? Here's a good one. Is Gigas able to buff other cannon mercs? Have you ever had another cannon merc? Is he able to give them a multi hit? Because then I would be able to know that your mercs
He'll
have
buy
been.
them off of you. I will change to Wirang then, I guess. I'd rather listen to your advice and get better since you are more experienced.
Well, I mean concentration works. Yeah, I mean yeah, Waring Zara can be better, but you're gonna want a warlord either way, and you're not gonna want your melee mercs to miss, and you've already got your concentration maxed. And Waring Zara, you're not gonna be able to max it out with the current prices at the moment. So I mean, try going with concentration for right now, and just seeing if you like it or not. If you don't like it, then yeah, switch to the Waring Zara. But right now prices are really expensive, so it'll be a while before they go back down. Probably whenever more players start to actually sell the books.
The automaton buffs.
The automaton buffs. Okay, cool. All right, so then yeah, your skills have been their skills have been buffed. So that means your elementalist is also skilled. That means your oh, who else would be skilled? Oh, dual main, so you got your Waltz, so that's good. Washington Sheriff, that's okay. Do you have, what other mercs do you have outside of your form? Do you have any extra mercs that you just don't use at the moment? I'm talking to Blue Nature. And Razby, I don't know. There isn't really a perfect decision in this situation. Because the Warlord is really nice. He's awesome. But your main, I don't know. You want to buff your melee, but you also want to buff your main. It's a little bit of a decision maker there. With concentration, you'll be buffing not just your melee attack damage, but also in the end how much damage their magic can do too. Because bonus attack power will increase the amount of damage that Warlord can do with his magic, the amount of damage that Arthur can do with his magic. Yeah, so it's sort of beneficial. And Guan Yu, the amount of damage Guan Yu can do with his magic if you get him. So it's not a downside. It's just a different build. But I would recommend the warlord no matter what, because he can be really useful. It's just your main doesn't get a lot of multi-hit. That's the one big downside with not having Waring Zara. Unless you have the warlord, then the warlord can buff your main with
Empress,
rally.
Goats, Champion, Guan Yu,
Nightshade, Caronia,
Camilla, Valkyrie, Spartan, Grim,
Windo. So let me see. So Guan Yu's been buffed, and you already have a Taoist. Change out. Ooh, that's a hard choice.
Did hear that NA will merge with JO and Cow. The market BTW.
Merge with what? No, they're not gonna merge. None of those markets are gonna merge. They haven't been hinting at that at all. If anything, they've been hinting at is North America and Europe possibly merging, but that was a possibility, not even really a consideration. So, okay. Elementalist keep. That's for blue nature. So, let me see. Let me grab the list of that. Copy. Okay. I'm supposing you don't PvP that much, blue nature. Because if you don't PvP that much, then that means you can probably remove your druid. Because you don't really need him. So you got Valkyrie, Mundo, Guan Yu, Champion, Goddess, Empress.
No. The league doesn't even start on EU, since it's so empty here, haha. Sad but true.
League. Okay, so you don't PvP. All right, so then don't worry about Druid. You can take him out, and then Attila. Keep Attila. So yeah, keep all those. So that's pretty much all 8 of your mercs keep. The one is the Druid, and to change out Druid, I would recommend Guan Yu. So you'll have an Elementalist for damaging melee mobs, and then the Guan Yu for damaging range mobs, and then but yeah, the Elementalist is for specifically melee, both of her skills. But Guan Yu, he has an AoE that also does a little bit of damage too, so that's not too bad. What else? I'm kind of stuck on the Sheriff and the Washington because they're both nice, but you also have some decent mercs already. The Goddess is for PvP, but you said that League doesn't really start, so there's no point for that. Grim, Window, Spartan, Nightshade, Guan Yu.
Well, Warang Aura would also buff my Grim and my future Catherine or Washington. I think that would be better, haha.
Christine, not Catherine, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, I could. It could be nice, but I don't know. I feel like you'd be doing a lot more with your melee than you would be doing with your range. Your range seems like more heals and more passives.
Any clue how I get the Warang Aura books, except from the market?
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've even tried to get Wearing Aura stuff. It's part of the reason why I was kind of just like, don't worry about it right now. Like, I wouldn't skill down your concentration right now. Wait until stuff goes up. Especially like I wouldn't try to buy a warlord right now either, because that'd be expensive as fuck. But if a warlord's ever available, like get him the first chance you have. But for right now, the mercs that I recommended, you could switch out or try to switch out. Like Guan Yu. Guan Yu is definitely a good one to have. Guan Yu is like a sort of a game changer. And so is the Warlord. Warlord's really nice, but he's extremely expensive. Extremely hard to find too. I don't know. Altogether, I think you just really lack range. except for your main and a few of the range that you could have whenever you get your rifle mercs, because rifles could help a little bit. Like one of the mercs that I have that I shouldn't have is the Prophet, but I like having her around, and she uses concentration for my melee, and I have a specific appreciation.
I will keep concentration until later on.
Yeah,
and
pretty
see
much.
how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. Warring Zara is definitely good, and it's good for range, and it's definitely good if you want to focus range, but that means you have to kind of abandon what you have as melee. That means you have to switch from a lot of melee mercs to a lot of range mercs, because either if you don't, then you're kind of wasting the buff, so to speak. So I have more melee, so I focused more on melee buffs and whatnot. And I have a few range buffs too, but I don't know. The way I went was more buffing towards a certain side. I mean, you could do like a hybrid build, but yeah. And the Elementalist is good for just about almost any form. She's a really nice merc. I don't use her, but I do know she's good, so. Yep. Alright, I'm getting off. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, even though I've been doing nothing for like the past hour. But yeah, yeah.
You earn 2 voids every 1 minute here. Check your voids by typing voids and visit to see what you can do with them.
But yeah, it sucks that that Europe has a lack of content, or else I'd be able to better recommend what to do. But there's not much I can. Yeah. Yep. All right, I'm off.
Thanks for you advices. CYA. Well, you've been interacting with us. That was awesome. And thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.